Hello, we are live and direct today with Dr. Dog. I'm Joey Spihar. This is 91.3 WYEP, and I've got a room full of excellent WYEP members. Let's give a hand for yourselves. They've got an excellent new record out. We're going to talk all about it. But first, how about a song?
There goes my baby, there goes my bride. Feels like the first time, time and time again. She was the one, she was the only. She was a mystery, imagine my surprise. I went to London, down to the dungeon. I've been to hell if I've been any other way. If I'm not mistaken, I wasn't taken. I found my own damn way down there for love. But can it last all my life as it passes? Love, can it last all my life as it passes? Love, can it last all my life as it passes? I met her in a costume underneath the full moon, love from the stormiest skies. The whole masquerade stopped, yet another shoe drop, just another kind of disguise. I'm holding on, don't ask me why. I am afraid the only answer is a lie. I tell myself the strangest stories. I ain't a crow, I found a crooked way to fly or love. But can it last all my life as it passes? Love, can it last all my life as it passes? Love, can it last all my life as it passes? Love, can it last all my life as it passes? Love, can it last all my life as it passes? Love, can it last all my life as it passes? Love, can it last all my life as it passes? Love, can it last all my life as it passes? Bye.
91.3 WYEP. Today we are live and direct with the band Dr. Dog. So you guys sound really good this morning. I'm assuming you weren't out too late for Halloween last night?
No. Yeah, actually, we kind of were on the bus. Sorry about that.
Okay. Because when I got to work this morning, there was a guy sleeping in our parking garage.
What was he dressed as?
Jeans and a T-shirt, yeah.
Cool guy.
It was a very good costume. I think he pulled it off well.
Yeah.
But so that's good. Glad to hear it. The new album is called B Room, and it's really good. I know what the B Room is, but maybe not everybody does. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's well, we built a new studio when we made this album, and we put
we put forth like a lot of effort, spent pretty much all the money we had to build this big, beautiful studio, and then in the back corner was this really wretched room that was untouched, and turned out we wound up recording most of the record in there. So that was B room.
Put all that work into it, and then you end up using the old closet.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was different about making this album? So you built a new studio. I think the record has a different feel. It sounds like Dr. Dog, but it's a little bit different than previous releases. What was the writing process like for this record?
Well, the writing process was definitely more collaborative. Like, yeah, we usually come in, Toby and I will come in with songs that are typically pretty fleshed out. And in this case, we just sort of left that door open. We just played a lot and just hung out together and wrote a lot together. And I think the album reflects that. I think we're mostly trying to capture what it is we've come to understand that we are when we play together. Whereas for years there's been this kind of divide between our live moments and then the studio. In fact, almost pretty heavy-handed about that. Like when we'd go in the studio, it'd be like, this is this whole other activity that we do. We record now, and this is different than playing together. I think that comes from just years and years of recording a lot. It's easy for us to be in the mindset of recording without really having any sort of tangible reference point to like, oh, we got this thing we do, let's capture it. But over the years, that thing that we do has become more and more apparent to us. So now when we record, it's more of a focal point now. And so as an effort to capture that, we even wrote a lot of the songs together.
It sounds very live, the record. It does, as opposed to previous releases where you can pick up on a lot of the work that you guys do, layering and making things sound really interesting. Not to say that it doesn't sound interesting, but it's definitely got a different feel. I think you just about harnessed the live show on the record.
Awesome. Which
is very good. And you guys are starting off your tour tonight in Pittsburgh. How did we get so lucky?
I don't know. You guys are close to Philly, I guess.
Okay. Well, here in Pittsburgh, people are still talking about your performance at our summer music festival last summer. It's interesting to note that I believe that's the only time there was actual crowd surfing at a WYEP event.
Oh, great.
So big round of applause for that.
Thanks.
we could probably get some crowd surfing going on in here today, I think.
I say let's do it.
The tradition.
All right, we're going to talk a little bit more, but first, how about a couple more songs?
Sure. Shall we?
Yes. Yes, we shall. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I never really had a broken heart. Always played it kinda close to my chest. A love for me's just been a walk in the park. It doesn't really matter, it never really mattered. I never really had a broken heart, yeah. It's just a shock to me. What looks to me like people going through the motion. And when it's over, yeah, the hearts are broken. I'm fine on the shell. She really loved him, but I couldn't see it though. He really loved her, but I don't believe it, oh no. I'm fine on the shell. She really loved him, but I couldn't see it though. He really loved her, but I don't believe it. Freedom from love, freedom from the heartache. 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 I never really had a broken heart. You don't believe me, just look in my chest. The way some people like to run and hide. I never really had a broken heart, yeah. Never really been undone.
playing house. That you can do it, you can do it too. I'm fine on the shelf. She really loved him, but I couldn't see it though. He really loved it, but I don't believe it. No. I'm fine on the shelf. She really loved him, but I couldn't see it though. He really loved him, but I don't believe it. Look at the ground, hit the ground, hit the ground. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm fine on the shelf. She really loved him, but I couldn't see it though. He really loved him, but I don't believe it. Oh no. I'm fine on the shelf. She really loved him, but I couldn't see it though. He really loved him, but I don't believe it. Freedom from love, freedom from the heartache. I'm fine on the shelf. Freedom from love, freedom from the heartache. Freedom from love, freedom from the heartache. Fine on the shelf. Freedom from love, freedom from the heartache. Freedom from